Good morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 67. I am joined by the amazing, freaking fabulous icon, Kat Corchado. She is in the house today, and I am excited. She is co-hosting with me today. Kat, are you ready to get this party started this morning?
Oh, I am more than ready. And good morning, by the way.
Good morning. Good morning. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team and community. And I am so excited that you're here with us. This show is, to me, very exciting because it is done by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. So you're in the right place if you're even entertaining that thought. We are going to hopefully rock your world with a very fast-paced show this morning.
And we have a lot to share with you guys. So without further ado, here's one of my favorite segments. Let's go to Entrepreneur Land.
I feel like we need to just dance, so I love the jingle. Well, today's theme of the show is honoring your why. And I want to say, Kat, you talk about your why a lot, but I also want to give a shout out to Joe because he was talking about why in the Not Creepy room on Clubhouse this week that we host every Wednesday morning where we can hang out and have conversations. So we just want to give a quick shout out to Joe for also inspiring, honoring your why this morning.
Your why is a big deal. Your why will keep you on track. Let's just put it that way. So one of my favorite segments, I said that before, didn't I? Okay, every segment's my favorite segment, I'm just going to say. So let's see what our community has been doing in the GME Chronicles.
Thank you, Carrie and Kim. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have some exciting updates for you today, June 28th, 2024. The GME Chronicles is a celebration of moving the needle in our businesses. And we want to share these numbers out loud with you to show what is possible when we come together in business. The total of 20 events last week included Kat's Pilates classes and 5 nights of her Revitalize Your Midlife Symposium. Carrie hosted the Money Barista Club, I hosted the Mama Outspoken Village, and My Sexy Business hosted 6 mastermind sessions. Adam posted 1 interview, and My Sexy Business posted 58 YouTube clips and was live with show 66 of GME. 6 new podcast episodes dropped last week. Go check them out. There was Mucked Up My Self-Care, Sisters in Service, 5 and 15 interview leadership series, Buckets and Boom Gates, and Late Bloomer Living. On Clubhouse, Kim hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy room on Wednesday, and on LinkedIn Audio, Donna hosted her room on Tuesday. Last week's total of 86 brings our grand total to 5,291 amazing things. We look forward to more updates next week, and if you are ready to join in on the fun around here, coming up this week we have the Groundwork Brigade Open House on both July 3rd and 4th. And save the date for the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit coming up on July 12th. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Holy moly, Kat, let's cheers to those numbers.
Cheers.
What an amazing week everyone in the community had. And Kat, I have to just give you a huge shout out for your symposium because this was your first annual symposium that started, and what a great job you did. So I just want to give that quick shout out and remind everyone all of these things started with 0. all of these things started somewhere, and we want you, the watcher, to pick out some things that you might can do for your business, because this is what is possible.
It looks like that number goes up every week. And I'm like, are we doing all of that?
It's up substantially every week, Kat. It's crazy. And if you want to keep on getting those stats every week and celebrating with us, this is not us bragging. This is, we want you to celebrate with us, and we want to celebrate you for what you're doing. So I'm just going to say, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified every week. Just want to put that out there. And then, Kat, we have some announcements to make quickly. So first off, I want to say happy anniversary to Jesse Hernandez. Jesse is celebrating something that I am so proud of him for, but I am not going to tell his business. I'm just going to say, Jess, if you're watching, we love you and happy anniversary. We want to wish David White a happy birthday. His birthday was the 25th of June. We love you, David, and we're happy that you are like in our world. We want to wish Cindy Lou Miller a happy birthday for July 2nd coming up. And Cindy Lou has been such a big influence on the things that all of us in this community have done. So Cindy Lou, we love you, and we want to say happy birthday. And then we have a little video we want to play really quickly. It's less than a minute, but I want you guys to pay attention to this video quickly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome.
Happy birthday to you. Surprise.
I knew those videos were going to come up and haunt me at one point.
So I have to laugh and say those are some of my favorite things that you have ever done. We have been all over. We've been to Austin, we've been to New York, we've been all of these places, Kat, and I am a collector of pictures, as you know, but your dance videos are still some of my favorite. Just so you
Like, oh, that's where they were. Okay.
But happy birthday, Kat, because you celebrate all month, so we're still celebrating you.
We are.
But the 24th is the actual date of Kat's birthday. So happy birthday, Kat.
Oh, thank you, Kim. That was so sweet. I loved it.
I'm so glad. Well, we're going to head over to our first roving reporter, who is one of the Salty Sisters and my co-host today. So let's head over to our health and wellness for entrepreneurs segment.
The Freakin' Fabulous Kat Corchado, proud US Air Force veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, podcast host, published author, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. We are going to do another stretch that typically gets very, very tight in the body when we do a lot of sitting, also known as our hip flexors. And that's going to be on your knees. So if you have any issues with your knees, you could roll up a nice towel, put a soft pillow underneath your knees, but this is a great stretch. So you're going to bring one foot forward and one leg is back. So you can tuck the toe under in the back if you want to, or leave it flat. Now, the leg that's back is the arm that's going to go up. So just take your arm up to the sky. Do you feel that stretch? Just lift. Even up through here maybe. And then release. And then switch sides. Of course, you always do each side. And like it's back as the arm that goes up, lift, straight up. And release. As usual, please make sure this is appropriate for you by checking with your physician and or your physical therapist. But let me know how this stretch works for you. It's a doozy for me, I can tell you that. So until next time, back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Love it, Kat. Love all of the stretches. You hope all of us feel better, especially as entrepreneurs sitting in front of this screen so much. And I want to point out quickly that Kat is so generous because she gives away a free week of her online community called Small Space Pilates. And you look at Kat and you see how beautiful she is and how sweet she is and how fun she is. She will kick your booty, I'm just saying, with a smile and a giggle going on. So a lot of us are experiencing a lot better health, though, thanks to Kat. So Kat, we thank you for taking care of us little people who are not the NFL stars you work with and not the professional ballerinas that you work with, but we're the normal everyday entrepreneurs who probably need our booty kicked more than anybody.
Well, thank you, Kim. You know how I feel about everybody feeling good in their body. And, if you guys feel better after a class, then I've done my job. I've done what I've wanted to do to move forward. And speaking of moving forward, I would like to introduce the other half of the Salty Sisters, Yvonne Marchese with Entrepreneurship Later in Life.
Yvonne Marchese, age agitator, podcast host, community builder, branding photographer, published author, event speaker, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about later in life entrepreneurship and one of the most common scenarios for somebody starting a business later in life is that you may be coming from a corporate background, which has its own host of challenges. Because all of a sudden you're going from a very structured background with support teams and all the things to suddenly having to do everything yourself as a solopreneur. One of the best things you can do if you're leaving a corporate career to start your own business is to reach out and leverage your professional network. You've spent years building relationships in your industry. Now is the time to reach out to those former colleagues and mentors and business contacts and let them know about your new ventures. Seek out their advice and their support. See if there might be potential collaborations. Don't be afraid to ask for help and see if you might be able to offer help to them. By leveraging your professional network, you can gain the support and the resources that you need to successfully transition from corporate life to entrepreneurship. That's all for now. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Yvonne is one of my favorite people, and she has made it her mission to be more fun and more playful in midlife. Now, if you're not sure what that is, you should pick up her book. Her book is In Full Bloom, A Guide to Aging Playfully. And you can see she's, surfing on a daisy. So she's just an awesome person. But check out her book and let me know how you feel after reading her book, because it's just fun. It's a fun book.
I love how fun she is, but I also love that that's one of my favorite pictures of Kat is her surfing on that daisy. I love it.
I know. But it looks so natural. Like, oh yeah, Yvonne surfing on a daisy. Yeah, of course.
Of course, that's right.
She's surfing on a daisy. All right, well, let's go to our first commercial break with Groundwork Brigade Mastermind.
This show is sponsored by Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact,
but you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
and we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address things like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us at Groundwork Brigade Mastermind Open House.
Love, love, love groundwork. And I have to say that this little quick reminder that July 3rd and 4th, coming up this next week, is our open house. So if you've ever been curious about what groundwork is all about or want to meet the other masterminders, that's what I call them, the community is amazing. It's so full of support and it's full of leaders. I want to say that too. This is a group of people who are there to support each other, and we would love for you to come. So this is your personal invitation from all of us. Come join us for open house. How's that, Kat?
That's great. I love groundwork. I really do. It's a place where you can ask those questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And when you get your answers to your questions, you can move forward in your business.
Love that, Kat. Thank you for that great ad. So let's go over to our conversations and storytelling for entrepreneurs segment with our very own Linda Bonney.
Linda Bonney is a published author, conversationalist, writer, storyteller, podcast host, production manager, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. As entrepreneurs, holding captivating conversations is not only a valuable skill, but a vital aspect towards business success. When holding your next conversation, will you be epic with me? E is for engage with questions. Involve your audience by asking questions and encouraging participation. This helps to keep them engaged and also feel valued and involved in the conversation. Interactive elements can significantly boost attention and retention. P is for being passionate and authentic. Now, I don't think entrepreneurs struggle with this. Your enthusiasm can be really contagious, and if you speak with passion and authenticity about your topic, your audience can be genuinely excited, and it's easier to get interest and see actionable results. Now, I is for increased intensity. Now, I'm not talking about shouting it from the rooftops. I'm just talking about trying to use varied vocal tones and pauses, body language to emphasize key points. And a dynamic and confident delivery can then help to maintain attention and make a memorable impact. C is for clarity and being concise. If you can try to avoid some of the unnecessary jargon, have a clear and focused message, you're likely to hold attention and leave a lasting impact. So there you go. Epic. Engage passion and increase clarity. Back to you in the GME studio.
So I love this, and I feel like this is a gift to me, Kat, because epic is one of my favorite words.
I didn't know we were epic too.
We are epic, Kat. That is another part of this. And Linda is epic with her Stories with the Sunday Roast collections. She's got 3 collections already out that she has, I'm going to use Adam's word as always, parlayed. She is taking season 1 of Stories with the Sunday Roast podcast and parlayed them actually into 3 collections of stories that are amazing. Linda is a brilliant writer, and she has woven her story in with the guests on the podcast. It's a beautiful thing. She's actually working on collection 4. Just don't tell her I told y'all. Just saying. So
Don't tell anybody.
don't tell anybody. We know some of the ones that are coming out, and it's like, holy moly, she got an interview with them. Wow. So very exciting.
Well, moving on to someone I feel is incredibly epic is our next roving reporter in helping entrepreneurs be found online with Denise Millet.
Denise Millet, a findability queen, tech simplifier, game show host, published author, website builder, founder of M Media Group and GME Roving Reporter.
What is optimization?
Optimization is the process of refining something, of making it better, of improving it. We all try to up-level or improve what we do. So we may write a blog post and then go back a month later and reread it and say, well, I really wanted to add this, or I wanted to add this image, or I wanted to do this. So it's a process of refinement. In search engines, optimization is it has many facets within search engines. One is making your content better so that the robots will read it and understand it better and put you potentially in results so people will see it. So that's the one that I care about. Optimization for where it lands on the page and search results is some of where the tactics that aren't always the best come into play with some of the agencies and other people that sell, I'm going to get you at the top of the first page,
So you have a phrase that I'd like you to address, which is you can't optimize what you don't have.
Yes. So I love this phrase, and I don't even know how I started it, but everybody says SEO. Everybody says SEO, search engine optimization. Honestly, you can't apply optimization tactics to something that doesn't exist. So if you're not included in the search engine in the first place, you have nothing to optimize, nothing to make better. You have to get it in there first. You have to be included to then later optimize.
I know, Kat, we're both in awe. It's always the findability queen is amazing.
I know. And we call her the queen of findability because, well, she is. She helps all of us in our group, in our mastermind and we're always learning from her. But if you want to learn from her, you can also find her book where she talks about being findable. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you.
So I want to give a quick shout out because Denise absolutely has influenced our amazing producer, Adam Rothenberg. She has influenced him in so many great ways that his entertainment platform, callmeadam.com, I'm gonna share the credit with Denise for Adam. Adam's done the work. This is part of it, but Adam went from a couple thousand to over 100,000 a month in visitors to his platform, and he gives Denise credit. He's read her book. He's applied the things she's told him, and so I feel like that is a big shout out, not only for Adam doing the things that Denise teaches, but it's living proof of what she can help you do. So I just want to throw that in there real quick.
Yeah, I have to get her book. It's on my list. I swear, Denise, it's on my list of things to do is buy your book.
I love it. Well, let's head over to our next segment, which is Surprise and Delight Marketing with Donna Bender.
Donna Bender is a certified givologist, branded product specialist, corporate marketing trainer, creator of The Giving Plan, show host, published author, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is on employee recognition, the key to strengthening your business. In the day-to-day operations of running a company, it is vital to pause and focus on an extremely valuable asset, your employees. Demonstrating to your employees that they are valued plays a pivotal role in keeping them more motivated and effective. Employee Appreciation Day is celebrated on the first Friday of March and provides an excellent opportunity to show your staff that their hard work doesn't go unnoticed, leading to an improved working environment. Why does employee appreciation matter? Well, here's 3 reasons. Valued employees are happier, leading to higher retention rates. Recognition fosters a sense of belonging, reducing the likelihood of employees seeking other opportunities. And treating employees well attracts higher quality candidates. And here's just one more amazing stat. There was a recent study conducted by the Harvard Business Analytics Review that surveyed 1,000 executives linking employee engagement and performance. 72% of the executives surveyed strongly agree that organizations with highly engaged employees have happier customers. Wow! Employee Appreciation Day goes beyond a day marked on the calendar. It is an essential part of fostering a successful workplace. And it should not be limited to one occasion, but integrated into the everyday fabric of your business operation, which can yield boundless positive outcomes for your company. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
She's such a wealth of information.
Absolutely. And if we only applied all that she tells us, Kat, wow. Like, I love the whole happier employees make happier clients. That makes sense when she says it, but I didn't think of that. Did you? Like,
Yes and no, but she brings it home. She's like, oh, she helps to remind us of those things. So yeah.
So a little birdie told me, I'm going to share a rumor real quick. A little birdie told me that she just launched her new variety show, is what I'm going to call it. The Big Show and Tell, where you can get big results with your marketing. She just launched that yesterday. And I think she launched it on Tuesday. I've got my days wrong. She launched it on Tuesday. I believe that it's launched on another platform yesterday. And I think everybody should go and look for it because holy moly, she gives a lot of edutainment value.
Oh, yes, she does. She does. And I love Donna to death. I'm always disappointed when she's not in costume for her. Oh. Love you, Donna. You're awesome in costume and when you're not in costume. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Love it. Love it.
So let's go to our next roving reporter, the money barista, Carrie Zarb.
Carrie Zarb is a rock star podcaster, brilliant entrepreneur, director of Zinc Business Solutions, cover girl, mastermind leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Welcome to the Virtual Cafe for this week's segment on business finances. And today I want to talk about decision making from our digits. Why is it important to be able to make decisions based on what our business finances are telling us? Well, first things first, you need to know your numbers to be able to make decisions. Decisions come in all shapes and sizes, and perhaps it's something as little as $5 a month on a new subscription. Maybe it comes down to, can I afford to hire some help in my business? All these things come from making decisions based on those digits. If you're behind with your business finances, and trust me, I understand this is very normal, by the way. If you are behind, you can't make those decisions. You can't read the numbers. Have you thought about if you do have the numbers up to date, if you can read the numbers, even if you can just look at them and start to form a bit of a picture, you can make a bit of a plan, and you can actually use the digits to make those decisions. Sometimes in business, we don't know our numbers. Sometimes we're in a panic. If we are in touch with our numbers, we already know what that decision needs to be. When we're behind with our business finances, we're flying blind. We're doing things we don't know that we can afford. The pendulum can swing both ways. You can be spending money you can't afford, and you could be actually saving money that's costing you money. I want you to know that you can make great decisions from your business finances. It might take a little bit of time, but I have faith in you. I know that you can make great decisions from those digits once you give yourself the opportunity to sit down and look at them and start to understand them using bite-sized pieces of time. That's all today from the Virtual Cafe. Back to you, Kim.
I love how she talks about her, the money in your business, and it can make your stomach hurt, or maybe you just ignore it like I used to do. But if that's you, Carrie does have the Money Barista Club. They just had a meeting this past Wednesday, and the next one will be Wednesday, July 17th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you need help, reach out. I'm sure she'll help you out.
And it was a week ago, Kat. I just want to point that out. It wasn't this week. It was a week ago. And I think that that's a carryover. So I'm just a carry, Kerry, carry over. So I'm just going to say that really quick. I think I messed it up by saying it was this week, but it was actually last week.
Got it. Okay. But let's get a double dose of Carrie as we carry over to our next commercial, the Money Barista Club.
Do you find your finances confusing or overwhelming? Well, guess what? You're not alone. I'm Kerry Zarb and I am the Money Barista. It's time to take away those sleepless nights, all the stress and pressure we feel from those flippin' digits. Finances can be hard, and this is why your seat at the Virtual Cafe is reserved in the Money Barista Club. Our meetups are held on the third Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. Central Time, and I'm inviting you to join us to ask questions, gain access to resources so that you can get in control of your business finances. This is where coffee meets money. Are you ready? What are you waiting for? It's time for you to be in the driver's seat of your finances. Head over to kerryzarb.com/club to join me in the Virtual Cafe and start controlling the beans in your business today.
Love it. So you are tuning into Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we are so glad you are here with us today for show number 67. And today's theme is honoring your why. So Kat, do we have a question from a viewer this week?
We do. So our question is, how do I know when it's time to host an event for my business?
Ooh, I love this, and I'm going to slow our roll for a second. I know we got to keep it moving, y'all. This is Kat's phrase, and we got to keep it moving. But Kat just hosted her first big public event, and it was Revitalize Your Midlife Symposium. And Kat, I wanted to slow down for a second and say, you absolutely rocked your symposium. So what advice do you have for someone who's asking this question? How do they know when it's time? How did you know when it was time?
Well, it'd been on my bucket list for probably a year and a half of something that I wanted to do. And I know you and I had a conversation. It was something I wanted to do next year. And she said, oh, well, next month is June. That's a good time to do it. And at first I was intimidated. And then I said, yeah. And I just started, it's a feeling. Now it's time for me to do this. If I had tried this a year ago, I probably would have freaked out about it. But now it felt, because of everything I've learned through Groundwork Brigade, through Mastermind, I felt like I was ready to do this. Start off slow, make a list, or actually a description of what you want it to look like. I think that's what you did for me, Kim. Write out, what does it look like? How many people? What do you want? Do you want speakers? Is it just you? Are you recording it live? What does that look like in your mind? And then start formulating steps of how you want to reach that goal. And sometimes your goal, what you put in your description, because I wanted to be 10 days, which now I realize 10 days would have been too long. It ended up being 7, and 7 was perfect. So don't get into perfection. I was like, whatever I get. And 7 was just the right amount of time. So that's my advice. Take your time, write a description of what you want it to look like, and then formulate steps to get to that picture of what you want it to be.
I love that advice, Kat. And I just want to add quickly, another way to know if you're ready for an event is if you have something to offer at your event. So, Kat, you offered your week of small space Pilates community free. That's a big deal. You don't want to put together an event and then have nowhere to take anyone. So I am going to add that little tidbit, but Kat, your symposium rocked. And I feel like we need to head into our next segment because this is another example of you just being the amazing human you are. So we'll head over into Military Minute. Tell me, Kat, about the thing that lights you up and how did you know that was the thing?
Well, all things fitness, wellness, health, etc. I started my career in fitness, just taking classes. So, the fitness geek that was always in the front row, right or left of the instructor, that was me. And little did I know that she was getting ready to leave because she was military also, and she's going to another assignment. And she asked me if I would take the class over. And yes, I did. I did that throughout the rest of my career in the military. And it was making extra money, actually. I mean, I liked it a lot. And then I got out of the military thinking that I should, see, there's that word, go get a management job. And I just, it was so heavy. You eat something really like a big fat burger and fries and it just sits in your stomach and you're like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. That's what it felt like. And I talked to my husband. I said, I think I can make this fitness thing work. And I got my personal training certification and it just blew up from there. And that's where I started my Pilates. My passion is feeling that everyone has the right to feel good in their body. That's my passion. And I call myself a movement specialist because that's what I've been doing all along, is watching people move. Some badly, by the way, but only in that they didn't know how to move. And once you point it out to people, then they understand. That's why I started my business.
One of my favorite things is this segment, Kat, with you. It is sponsored by Sisters in Service podcast. So if you have not already subscribed, go and do it immediately, because not only does Kat talk to, military veterans, current active duty, and I hope I get all these words right, Kat, military brat, like the families, all of that. She has a whole military part of it, but she also has Why Not Wellness. She has episodes that lean into her passion of helping people feel good in their body. So just putting all that out there, go subscribe to Sisters in Service podcast.
Thank you, Kim, because everybody needs wellness. I'm just going to leave it right there.
Yes, we do, Kat. Yes, we do.
So let's keep it moving to our next roving reporter with Jill Olish and Mama Entrepreneurs.
Jill Olish is the founder of Mama Outspoken, executive team leader, postpartum awareness advocate, vision board party host, event coordinator, podcast host, GME associate producer, and roving reporter.
Thanks, Carrie and Kim. The cost of self-care can make someone think instantly that self-care costs money or it costs time and energy. I'm finding more so, though, that not doing self-care costs me my health. And I've found ways, especially through the podcast, Mucked Up My Self-Care with Linda, and our conversations of all the different ways I didn't realize that self-care had become a part of routine that was actually a free version of self-care. For me specifically, it's going outside for a walk or going for a walk in my own backyard barefoot to do some grounding and gaining the energy from the earth and playing with my son and saying yes to more things with him than yes to the things that are taking away from us. And that has a higher cost in better health for me. So I have found, yes, there are some things that are going to cost me a little bit of money, especially if childcare needs to be done, needs to be arranged so I can do something alone, or it might cost me some energy to figure out what it is that I want to do. And it might cost me some time out of my schedule to do the self-care itself. But ultimately, all of those things combined don't even equal what it would cost me for my health if I didn't do it. And that has been one of the biggest impacts in me in figuring out how to manage self-care while working from home over the last 4 years. And I hope you can take that away too and apply it for yourself. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
I think that applies to everybody. I'm just going to say. But Jill has her book, Mama Outspoken, that I feel like she's just been on this roller coaster of just rolling things out. But from what I understand, her book is amazing.
It is definitely amazing, Kat. And I'm going to throw in the mix of this, the Mucked Up My Self-Care podcast that her and Linda Bonney do. I think that that's really the thing that everybody needs to hear and like jot down the name of or go subscribe right now, because they have real conversations. They talk about their highs and lows. They talk about how they mucked up. I love it because the title fits. They mucked up their self-care, but it gives you lots of ideas of how to I think they say unstuck your muck is what they
I
so
love that.
definitely go and listen to that podcast. And speaking of an amazing human who is unstuck his muck for all kinds of things. Let me see how I can like segue into that. Our amazing Adam Rothenberg is up next in Entrepreneurs in Entertainment.
Adam Rothenberg is a media personality, interview king, clubhouse manager, published author, event coordinator, red carpet correspondent, GME associate producer, and roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for yet another edition of Behind the Curtain. A few weeks ago, I told a behind the curtain story of when I got to meet Susan Lucci. Well, here's another behind the curtain story, but this one is about the very first time I got to meet Susan. The year was 2002, and she was getting ready to debut her cabaret show in New York City at Michael Feinstein's Cabaret Club. And you bet I bought a ticket. Now, none of my friends wanted to go with me, so I went by myself, and I am so glad that I did, because I got seated with a few strangers. And one of the people that I got seated with somehow used her magical powers to get me and her into the VIP after party. And that is where I got to meet Susan Lucci. Not only did I get to meet her, but I got her to sign a book she wrote as her character, Erica Kane from All My Children, called Having It All. It is like a Bible for me. In addition to meeting Susan, I got to meet several other stars from All My Children, including Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. It was such an amazing evening. And in the words of Cyndi Lauper, it was a night to remember. And that is today's Behind the Curtain story. It's back to you in the GME studio.
Love it, Kat. Love it.
Who knew? Adam, what? why are you holding back, man? I was like, he never told us this story. Why?
So I'm going to giggle and say another thing, Kat, that he had not mentioned, and that is I have a quote directly from Jody Messina that was about Adam's entertainment platform. And y'all need to know it's callmeadam.com. But Kat, she said that was her favorite website. And it was quoted by her. I heard her say it myself. So it's like, that is an impressive thing. So he's hanging out with all of these stars and celebrities. He's doing all of these amazing things. And rumor has it, since he can't like mute me right now, rumor has it that there's a book coming out very soon about a lot of these behind the scenes stories. But if you want to like be in the know, I'm going to say be in the know, go to his entertainment platform and peruse all the things that he has been doing for the last 15 plus years and the like 2,000 interviews. I'm upping the number because I'm going to say math wise, I'm better at math, Adam, than you are. And the math is closer to 2,000. He keeps saying over 1,500, but it's close to 2,000 interviews he's done. So callmeadam.com. And do we have a picture today? Because I would love to see if we have a behind the scenes picture for this as well. And I love that he can't mute me. Can I just say that? So here is a picture from the book that Erica Kane, aka Susan Lucci, signed to Adam. And what in the world? Like, I look at this and I think you've been hanging out with all these stars and celebrities, and we haven't been introduced yet, Adam. What is up with that? Let me just say that.
I got questions, Adam.
Exactly. We've got questions, Adam, both of us.
So if you're watching us, I'm in the midst of a king, a queen, and a princess. So I'm not really sure why I'm here.
The icon amongst us.
I can't still wear a crown, though. I want a crown, too. I'm just saying.
Yes. Yes, they do, Kat. Icons can do as they please. Let me just say that. Icons can do as they please.
Well, let's keep it moving. Let's go to our next sponsor, Buckets and Boom Gates commercial.
Once upon a time, there was a princess from Oklahoma living a traveling life in Texas.
When along comes an Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
When these two girls from opposite ends of the globe met in February 2021,
even the universe did not know what it was in for.
Determined to solve world problems for entrepreneurs, we still to this day learn just how similar we are.
We have found our passions were too strong not to unite and become the partners in change that we are.
What is a bucket and a boom gate?
So a bucket is basically a category or a way to change how you're looking at something big.
And a boom gate is a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need a boom gate to protect ourselves from ourselves.
We have lots of experience of our lifetimes of business, and we want to share that with you.
We look forward to bringing you weekly episodes of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast.
I love this. And I have to giggle and just give a little reference really quickly. Carrie and I started Buckets and Boom Gates podcast, and it's for entrepreneurs. We were sharing our own experiences and like the things that we've learned along the way. I will say that because Carrie does such a great business, she's gotten so busy that she literally passed the baton, and the commercial is not up to date yet. But she passed the baton to our very own Jill Olish to host with me this show. And we were talking about this week that came out, how do I start building a team for my business? And I think what an amazing thing to learn to delegate as an entrepreneur. If you don't learn to delegate, you cannot grow in the way that delegation will take you places that not delegating will not. Let's just say that. But I love the podcast and I love the conversations we get to have in there. So just want to point all that out, that it is not, the commercial itself has not been updated, and it's hard to update it because we don't want to change it. Like, but she
Because
has.
it's so good. It's such a good commercial.
I think so too, Kat, but that's me being, I guess I might be a little biased, but. Well, I'm going to say we are going to go into Princess Speak, and I am giggling because I want to point out, if you all haven't noticed already, the tiara is crooked intentionally on the Princess Speak segment intro, because this princess is definitely a crooked tiara kind of girl. And so, speaking of tiaras, I just want you to know I have to lean down, I guess, and I can't find the button to push it. There's flashy lights for you. There it is.
Oh, there it goes.
There's flashy lights and all. So, Kat, you may not have a tiara today, but I am going to say that you are part of why Princess Speak this week is this. And it is the quote or phrase, giving honor where honor is due. And while we're fun and we have crooked tiaras and crazy different kind of tiaras for this week, I want to talk really quickly about giving honor where honor is due, because you not only served this country, but you served this community in such a huge way. You spent your birthday month giving to everyone around you. The symposium was such a great success. All the things you've been doing. So I have to say, this one is for you, Kat Corchado. It is honor that is due you from all that you have done for everyone around you. So birthday month, 4th of July is next week, and we just love you and we want to celebrate you. So this week's Princess Speak really is about you, and we will be sending you a tiara. You can have one of these kind of tiaras, or we do have these kind of tiaras available. So
just keep in mind, whether it's a 4th of July, I'll be wearing it. Whether it's August or September, I'm going to be wearing it.
I love it. Well, I would love for you, if you can, Kat, just quickly tell us what honor means to you, because I think your definition, and I know you're surprised by all of this because we didn't share all this ahead of time intentionally, y'all. This is on the fly, but would you share what honor means to you and how that applies to our businesses?
Oh, nothing like being put on the spot. I think for me, honor has always been doing the right thing when no one's watching, and always thinking about someone else. When you think about yourself as an entrepreneur and it's what you want, and you wonder why your business isn't going anywhere, it's because people don't see what you have to offer. I want people to understand that I truly, truly believe, after it'll be 40 years in the fitness business, that I truly believe that everyone has the right, and you do, to feel good in your body. The symposium was something like I said, I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I'm a lifelong learner. And I wanted to learn stuff too. So this wasn't just for me. This was for everybody. And I was like, oh, and I'm writing down all these, notes and things. So honor is just, what can you do to help other people? What can you do to something as simple as just being nice to someone? When someone comes up to you and answering your questions, it's always about not just me, but how can I serve others?
That so sums you up, Kat. I just have to say. It truly does, because I witnessed this on the daily of you being so supportive of everyone in the community, and you're being so supportive of other military and I'm going to say military veterans, and I hope I'm not getting my words mixed up, but it's the ones that transition from active duty. You are there for so many people. And so this is what, I mean, it might not be much, Kat, but this is where we feel like we can give you honor, is to highlight you right before 4th of July, which is independence and honor. It represents so many things. And we just want to honor you and say thank you. And even though my tiara might be a little silly today, it has very serious intentions behind it.
Oh, I love the tiara. I'm just going to say. Thank you, Kim. It means a lot to me. But I've gotten a lot of support out of this community too. So, the more, and that's what I love about this community, is that the more I'm supported, the more I want to support others in the community. So thank you.
Love it. Love it. I want to throw a little shout out quickly to that coming up. The Fierce Entrepreneur Summit is coming up July the 12th. And while we don't have anything to show you yet, we want to say that out loud because Kat is one of the leaders of the roundtable that will be going on. And I feel like that is just a huge thing to say, that another place of honor, that Kat will be leading conversations. We have, many people from the community that are going to be there doing things, but I want to say you are one of the leaders of that round table. So you've earned that spot, Kat. Let me just say that. You have earned that from all the leading you have done in your lifetime.
Well, thank you, Kim, but I never thought I was a leader. So one thing I did, I'm like, I'm not a leader. I just want to be in the back of the pack, minding my business. So thank you for that.
Ooh, you're leading from the front and the back, Kat. You're blazing some trails. And so anyway, if you all want to get connected to Kat, I think it's really important that you reach out to Kat. She's got her symposium where you can watch the replays. You can go and see all kinds of things that she's doing on all the platforms. Kat, every time I open platforms, social media platforms, there's Kat. I see Kat. Kat's usually one of the first things I see. And if you haven't seen her train like a girl, or if you haven't seen her catitude, she's got so many great things. So definitely go connect with Kat. So I want to speak to you, Sweet Watcher. I want you to remember, as an entrepreneur, a wannabe entrepreneur, or even as someone who's been in business a long time, please take ideas from this show and understand that we are messy and it is beautiful because it shows progress. We love you all and we cannot wait to see you next week.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.